Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, super exciting video today. We are gonna go through my current Taylor Swift vinyl collection, and then I wanna talk about my biggest in search ofs and what I wanna add to my collection. I only have about 13 vinyls, and 3 of them are 7 inches, and I don't have every single album. And so we're gonna go through what I have and what I want to add to my collection today. Alrighty, and with that, let's get started. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start with 1989. I have both the OG and Taylor's version. I got this used at my local record store, and it was only like $20, but front, back. This was one of my all-time favorite Taylor Swift albums. I think that's changed a little bit. I've been more so into the Tortured Poets department recently, but 1989 to me is like such a classic pop album. But this was the inside. It's really fun. I like how it has like the different Polaroids. And then this one's just the standard black vinyl. I wish we would have gotten more variants of this first version. We only have the black version, and then I believe the record store day version, which goes for like $2,000 something. Again, not in my budget for a vinyl, but yeah, I really love this album, and I waited until Taylor Swift got her masters back to purchase this album, even though I still bought it used. But this one just slaps so much more. If you're a 1989 Taylor's version fan, I'm sorry. I just really like this version a lot better. And then I have the blue, Crystal Skies Blue edition of Taylor Swift's version of 1989. This was my favorite variant, to be honest, but I want to collect the rest of them. It's just like this pretty crystally blue color. And I think it really matches specifically Taylor's version of the album better. I really, really want that green one and the pink one. And you know what, honestly, probably the yellow one too. I want all of them. And then similar to the OG version, we have a bunch of photos, very cute. And then we got a cute insert of her on the beach. Alrighty, and then moving on to the Tortured Poets department. This is when I started collecting more, or started my collection of Taylor Swift vinyls around when that came out. Like I said, I wish I would have started earlier, but yeah. But the first vinyl I got of Taylor Swift was the Fortnite. Well, okay, the first 7-inch I got of Taylor Swift was Fortnite, the record store day, white pressing. It's the only record store day pressing I have of hers, and I know it wasn't that popular because they kind of overpressed it. But it's on this white. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have 2 record store day 7 inches. Never mind. I'm a dummy. Yeah, on this white vinyl, I really loved this song. I thought it was a great song. Part of me feels like she should have reorganized Tortured Poets in a way. And I really thought My Boy Breaks His Favorite Toys should have been the first song, because it would have been so cool to start with, oh, here we go again. But yeah, that was my 7-inch from this collection. The only main version of the different ones that she dropped of the main album I have is the manuscript edition that I got from her website when it first dropped. And it's on this opaque white vinyl. I think this album actually, like, the inside is super, super cool. Again, I really just want to collect the rest of these because this is my favorite album. So the inside. So we have an introduction letter, Stevie Nicks, and then this little fun booklet with like the song lyrics, pictures. I thought it was really, really cool. And then it's like little files and it says the manuscript. So super cool addition to the Tortured Poets department. And then my last Tortured Poets vinyl is the Anthology. I got this the day it dropped, and it was, the whole album as a whole is just so good. But she like dropped this like real quickly, like right after the album. But it comes on 4 LPs and they're all different colors, and I just thought that was so cool. But the inside is really cool. It has like this really cool print of Taylor on the sleeves. Yeah, like all the different Taylors. Just really cool. And the first disc is this clear marbly disc, and then we get a little more opaque with the marble, with like this more beigey marble, and then again we get more darker with the marbling, and then lastly we have more, again, darker of a beigey gold. I just really like the anthology vinyl, and I think it was such a cool way of like going for that neutral color in vinyl. I just love the aesthetic of this era too. I just really like the songs. I think I like all of them, don't get me wrong. I think the first like 5 songs just back to back to back are like bangers, and they just flow so nicely. The rest of the album is also really great, but yeah, I just absolutely love the Tortured Poets department. I know it's kind of controversial. I know a lot of people don't agree and think it was too rushed and the writing's not as okay. So my phone ran out of storage, but what I was saying was Tortured Poets department is my favorite album. Moving on, we have The Life of a Showgirl. That is the last album I have on vinyl. And again, I really want to expand my collection, and we will go into my biggest in search ofs. But for now, we're going to talk about my 7 inches from this era. I didn't get The Fate of Ophelia when it first dropped. I should have, but it reminded me too much of the standard album. But I got both Opalite and Elizabeth Taylor. Opalite is one of my favorite 7 inches I own, and then the Elizabeth Taylor 7-inch was from Record Store Day. But the reason I like Opalite is because it's literally in the light, like an opalite. It just like transforms color with the light. So I just really, really love this vinyl. The one thing I wish from Taylor Swift for her 7 inches is to put a insert, because I have to go and buy inserts so these are protected when they could be damaged. Elizabeth Taylor Record Store Day vinyl is also super pretty. This was also massively produced, but it's more of a marbly purple and black. And it has like a little bit of glitter on the edges. It's really cute. And then I have 5 total copies of Life of a Showgirl. There's some lore there. Kind of regret buying as many as I did, because I kind of felt pressured to buy these albums because of the 48-hour drop, and then you couldn't buy them anymore. And I didn't buy the second drop, and that is the one I like both of those vinyls, and so I really wish I would have bought those. But I have 5 total. Probably would have only bought a couple of these, but I think they're all really pretty. The first one is the standard cover, and I think this is one of the ones I kind of regret buying. I like the cover. The vinyl's okay. It's just like an orange glittery vinyl. She dropped so many more amazing, and I am kind of a vinyl collector, but I feel like in this era I would have been okay with a couple of them. Again, I'm not hating on Taylor Swift. I'm not hating on Taylor Swift fans. Just want to clear that in the air. I just personally, me and this album didn't vibe as well as me and other albums. But this is a really pretty disc. It's orange and sparkly. I like how she did like the little writing on the side with this like little flap, and then the pictures on top. And then this was the sleeve. I will say I like how each drop of this album had a different cover. So not only were you like collecting the vinyl pressing, but you were also collecting different covers. And then we have this cover and the cute like sunburst vinyl. I actually really like this pressing. It has a different inside. Oh, diva. Also different backing. Queen. And then same cover. This was the other vinyl in this drop. It's on this dark blue. And it has the same inside, so I won't show you. It's like a deep blue marble. And it has the glitter too. Alrighty, and then we have the 2 from this drop. Again, another new cover. It's really pretty. Then we got another sunburst moment, but more on it. More of a splattery sunburst. I like it because it almost looks like rose petals, but it has like that orangey. The camera is actually picking up a lot of the orange in it. That's crazy. Yeah, it's really pretty. Oh, and you're probably wondering which drop was I talking about earlier that I didn't get. It was like that purple green drop. I really liked both of those vinyls. Don't know why I didn't get them. I believe I was driving home from Chicago when those went on sale, and me and my roommate we didn't get them, and then we both regretted it. Because I'm pretty sure we have the same amount of The Life of a Showgirl vinyls. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, backside, again, such a diva. And then another inside. It's more of like the Elizabeth Taylor. It's more of the Elizabeth Taylor. And then more notes. And then same thing, same cover, same backing, same inside, but we have this bubbly champagne-y vinyl. Super pretty. I love when vinyls look like this. I'm pretty sure in Wishbone there's a version that looks like this, but it's silver. But yeah, super cute. Okay, so I've been super excited to get to this portion of the video, but let's talk about my biggest in search of and also regrets that I wasn't able to buy portion of the Taylor Swift vinyl collection. It goes without saying, one of my biggest regrets is not being a vinyl collector or really listening to Taylor Swift when Folklore dropped. I've been in and out of Taylor Swift. Like I said, I really loved 1989, and then I kind of dropped out for a while and I came back, and I've just been all over the place. Plus I really didn't start vinyl collecting until like 2021, 2022, like late 2021, 22 when Sour came out. But I want like literally any of the Folklore variants except for the 2 that are easily available. And I think I'm going to have to like just suck it up and buy the beige variant, because I'm not gonna lie, the Target variant, the cover is great. The red vinyl just like does not go with the album whatsoever. But the ones I really want from Folklore, and like I said, I will literally take any of these other vinyls, but the Hide and Seek light blue vinyl, the Stolen Lullabies light green vinyl, Betty's Garden like purpley pink vinyl, the Running Like Water gray vinyl, the Long Pond Studio Record Store Day would be such a dream to have in my collection. That's like going for like $400. Also, all of these other ones are going for like $600. So again, while I would love to have all of these records, do not have thousands of dollars to buy them. And it's really fitting because the 6th anniversary was just recent, and I really thought last year she was gonna like do like an anniversary drop of the vinyls, but we got cardigans, and then this year we got cardigans again. I'm kind of getting over the cardigans, not gonna lie, but I'm happy she's giving everybody opportunities to buy them, but would love for you to re-release. I would also low-key like the picture disc. I think the picture disc is so fun. And then there's like different ones where there's like voice memos on them. Again, would love any variant of Folklore that is not the 2 readily available. And I've come across them sometimes. My local record store, I think, got the teal one maybe, and it was like $200 something, and I'm not a fan of the teal. And if I'm going to be spending hundreds of dollars on one of these vinyls, I would like it to be one of the versions I like. But yeah, would love to get any Folklore variant. I also want to get Evermore. I know that's also easily available, and I just haven't. I think I want the one that's on her website the most. I know there's like an opaque and then a translucent. I need to get both of those. I've mentioned in this video too, I really need the 1989 Taylor's version, yellow, green, pink, and orange. I just want to complete that collection because I really like 1989. Tortured Poets Department, I really need the Bolter, the Albatross, and the Black Dog to complete my Tortured Poets Department collection. There's also like a opaque version of the manuscript, but I don't need that considering I have the solid version. But yeah, I would really like to complete my 1989 and my Tortured Poets Department collections. Another one I really need to get is Fearless. I need both Taylor's version and the OG. That was one of my first like OG Taylor vinyls. I love the Fearless era. Like You Belong With Me and Love Story literally were my childhood. Like, I know they're like the well-known songs from that era, but yeah, that's when my sister was listening to Taylor Swift, and that's when I got introduced to Taylor Swift, and I love both of those songs. Another one I kind of regret, I tried buying this for my roommate and it sold out, and I wish I would have gotten it too, but it's the Lover Live from Paris Heart vinyl. I would like either edition, like the first edition or the second edition, like the re-release of it. I think both of those vinyls were really fun. I think those are majority of the ones I'm like really in search of. I know a lot of these are just unrealistic at this point, like any of the record store days. That one red vinyl that came out that was like a promotional, that's another one I want to get. I want to get the Taylor's version because I want the 10-minute version of All Too Well, because that is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, specifically the 10-minute version, because I think that added material in it is just so good. I also need to Speak Now. I don't know which variant I want, so open to any of those. Also, I'm looking at the record list. I don't know if you guys are familiar with their Instagram. They haven't posted in a while, but they do a really good job at keeping track of all of these records. I think those are like majority of the ones I want again. Oh, I still need a Taylor Swift, like a debut. I think we're gonna get Taylor's version of Debut this year. It makes sense because it's the 20th anniversary, so I'm like, why wouldn't she? And plus there's that like rumor that was going around that all these vinyls came into our warehouse, so I could see that happening. So maybe I'll wait on Taylor Swift's vinyl to get that one, but also I want the OG one. There's only like one version other than the record store day version, which again, like $2,000 or something. Oh, and I also need Reputation. That's one that I wish was not on a picture disc. I like the picture disc. I don't like playing picture discs on my vinyl player, but we only have that and then the record store day version, which is also, again, thousands of dollars. So have to get the picture disc if it's available. And I also know it's really hard to find too. Yeah, again, open to like any of the vinyls I find really, but those are my main in search of Taylor Swift vinyls. Again, Folklore, any Folklore that's not beige or red is my like top priority when it comes to rare Taylor Swift vinyls I find. Again, I'm probably gonna have to buy the beige version and just deal with it, but I also am giving up on the 7 inches because 7 inches are not worth like $600 or even like resale prices in general. Like the $20 that of 7 inches charge is like barely great to consider, and I love 7-inch vinyls, and so I'm kind of running into that with a lot of my artists like Gracie Abrams, Conan Gray. I want their 7 inches, but they're like hundreds of dollars, and I don't make that much money to buy resale like that, and so yeah, not for me. But that's where I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know my collection's not that big for Taylor Swift, so I'm really hoping to like find vinyls and grow my collection, and then we can maybe revisit this in a later time, maybe next year, and see how my collection has grown. If there's any other artists that you want to see my vinyl collections for, let me know. I have a lot of Olivia, I have a lot of Gracie, I have a lot of Conan, Taylor. Those are like the main ones I have a lot of. I can do like more of a combined video with people like Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande. Those I really also need to build my collection on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It is my goal to reach 1,000 subscribers this year. I'm still like under the halfway mark, and we're almost at the end of July, and so it would really mean the world to me if you guys did either of those options. They're all free options to support people on YouTube. But yeah, and with that, I will leave you all in the next one. Bye everyone.
And I don't know why it don't feel right. Oh, eyes are so